Think about a dog crossing a street, a very busy street for the first time. Think about a dog that you have kept at home in a cage, a petty dog that you love so much, a Harris that you love so much, that you have kept in a cage in your sitting room, in its room for years. And you take this dog on a busy street in Kampala, in London, in Brussels, Paris, Washington. You want this dog to cross a street, a very busy street with lots of people and lots of traffic. Trust me, this dog will not cross that road. This dog will cow down. This dog will be shy. This dog will be timid. It will be so afraid. It will be so afraid that you'll coil its tail and run to you. It will fail to cross that road. That's why businesses fail. That's why most startups fail. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of Think Better, a consultancy where we talk about entrepreneurship and business and more about business. My name is Kato Mukasa, an entrepreneurship consultant and trainer. My specialization is in economics and international commercial law. In the studios, I'm with Dennis Bongole, who's making sure that you get this picture, you get this video, you get this masterclass bara very, very well. Our YouTube channel is Think Better, Do Good Better. Please subscribe so that you can be able to see the next video. Today, we are talking about why businesses fail. Reasons why most startups fail. Remember where I've started with a new dog just from home trying to cross a busy street in London, trying to cross a busy street in Brussels, trying to cross a busy street in New Zealand, in Auckland. I've been to all these countries I'm mentioning. Auckland, that is New Zealand. I've been in Washington, that is USA. I've been in London. Right now I'm in Newcastle. I've been in Kampala. I've been in Nairobi. I know what it means to have a busy street. I've been in Brussels of Belgium. I've been there. I know what it means to cross a very busy street. Now, I've just used an example of a dog you got from your village and you wanted to cross a busy street. That's how many startup owners feel. That's the situation in which many people wanting to start businesses find themselves. They're like dogs right from a village trying to cross a busy street in London. Dogs right from a village somewhere in Masaka Mtambala bumped onto the street of Kampala in Kikubo trying to cross a very busy street. Now, this is why startups fail. They have no idea. They simply have no idea why they are there. They're only lucky because they got some capital. Someone drove them to the street. Someone was so merciful to give them the capital to come to the streets. But they have no idea why they are there. That's why most startups fail. Now, I've used that to prepare you, to give you an imagery as a communicator, to help you appreciate business for starters. Why startups fail. Now, listen up. A business owner creates a startup, but much of the time what they have is some capital, some little money with them. They have some bit of capital, they have some bit of knowledge, But in most cases, many startups are begun by people who are so naive. They are not stupid, but they are naive. They are simply ignorant about so many things. They have not consulted business coaches like us who have gone through these kind of things. I cannot tell you how many businesses I've started. I cannot tell you how many businesses have failed, which I started, and how many have succeeded that are still standing today. So a business coach like me, an entrepreneur, a commercial lawyer like me, knows why businesses become bankrupt, why businesses are liquidated, why entrepreneurs end up in jail. I know because I've been into courtrooms to see how lawyers battle this out, to observe how businesses become solvent. Now, I know why businesses fail. I know why most startups fail. Remember, I told you in one of our master classes that in England, where I am right now, at least 60% of the businesses that start do not cross past the first 5 years. Yet in Uganda, 80% of businesses that start do not even finish year one. They fail as soon as they start. The failure rate of businesses in Africa is so high. And that's why this masterclass right now becomes very important. But why do people who have been employed, who have been able to make capital, people go to Saudi Arabia, go to Europe, go to America, go to Middle East to get capital? They work like slaves. We work day and night. You are paid per shift, per hour. You get this capital, you inject it in a business, and it does not survive past 1 year. The question is, why do most businesses fail? Why do most business owners fail? Why is the question. The answer is partly because they are not prepared. They are having the money, but they are not ready to translate that money into a business that can make them richer and wealthy, into a business that can pay them back. Remember, a fool with his money is another party. A fool with his money is another party. A wise person will eat the man of the fool. Even your Bible says that the person having will take even from the person who doesn't have. Now, when you don't have knowledge to start a business, don't start a business. I've told you a story how I began my first consultancy when I was barely 25 years, when I was less than 25 years. And how my consultancy won me a contract with the government of Uganda under the Ministry of Gender, under the Department of the National Youth Council. Why? I was smarter when I was young. I began a company, I wrote a book, and I convinced a ministry to give me consultancy despite not having a master's degree, despite not having a PhD degree. They left other people who were more qualified. They gave a young man who had a convincing tongue, an attitude that was positive, and a book to show what he could do. I was very practical. I was very intentional, and my company never failed. It picked up like a bushfire. It never failed. Even when I went into NGO world, my company remained consulting. I remained making my money on the side hustle, even when I was working in the NGO sector. Now, why do businesses fail? Why do startups fail? Why? Because the startup owners enter business with a mindset of a salary earner. They are from the Middle East, working the Kadama way, doing all sorts of jobs. They are from the US, doing all sorts of nasty jobs in Europe. Many of the jobs we do are not the jobs we would have loved to do. That's one fact. We do jobs we don't even want to do. So after doing all these nasty jobs, because we want to get money, we grab this money starting businesses. Why? The mindset is tuned to be employed. When your mindset is tuned to be employed, it means that you are expecting a salary every end of a month. Every 30 days or 39 days, you are putting your hands up, checking your bank to see if the boss has put the money on. Now, think about a person with a salary mentality, a person with a job mentality, trying to be his own boss, translating from a job to work. I gave a master class between job and work. Now, this person has a mindset so diseased, so used to being paid a salary. And the same person now wants to be a boss where there is no salary to pay. What happens? First month, no profits, but we're investing. Second month, no profits, but we're investing. Third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, you are not earning a profit in that business. You are investing, but the mindset is not translated into fitting into an entrepreneur. It is still stuck into waiting for a salary after 30 days. Trust me, when your mindset remains fixated, it's not a growth mindset, it's a fixed mindset. You are waiting for salary in your own business, you are going to fail. That's the major reasons why many startups fail. The mind is not tuned for growth. The mind is fixed on salary. Now you get frustrated because you expect a salary after 30 days. You were not prepared for the consequences of not earning a salary. You didn't have any passive income to prepare you that if the salary is not coming, I still sleep, I still eat. You quit because you were not prepared. You had no passive investment, as I normally talk in my master classes. Now you have employees, you have rent to pay, you have medical bills to pay, you have school fees for your children to pay, but the business is not bringing money. Trust me, not many businesses pick up on the first month. In the first month, not many businesses will pay you in the first month. If you are so lucky, you may get a quarter of what you used to get at your workplace. It means you must have a long-term plan. You must have a contingency, an emergency plan. You must plan to fail before you even start. You must have what we call emergency fund, a plan. You must plan 5 steps before you start the first step. You must train your mind to think positively and generate positive thoughts, because your thought process makes you or kills you or dumps you in the gutter. Now, you must run fast past your fears. You must be thoughtful, but also put your thoughts into action. You must avoid self-sabotage. You must take responsibility of your poor actions. You must recruit staff intentionally, not out of love. Me, if you are going to work together, I can fire you tomorrow when I hired you today. And when we're working, I don't have friends. Those I've worked with, no. If you are going to do work, we are going to do work. And these are the virtues I teach everyone. A business is different from us. If I went to law school with you, you are my lawyer, you become reckless, I will fire you the next day. There are advocates I was with in law class at LODC, there are advocates in Uganda. I give them work, you mess me up, I will fire you the next day, and I pick another advocate, because I have like 100 lawyers I know in Uganda. So who are you to give me a headache? I will fire you today, and I pick another advocate, and a better one. Now, the point is that you must be mindful of the people you are going to work with. Which attitude? Are they moving at your own pace? Do they have the same ambition like you? Are they go-getters? Are they patient? Are they calm? Are they kind to themselves? Are they persistent? Now, you're going to find that you are your own enemy. In a startup, the first enemy is you. The second enemy is the people you're working with. The third enemy is the environment in which you stay. Now, you must learn to conquer your own self. You must avoid eating the seeds. I mean capital. Seeds equal to capital. Some people start eating whatever comes from the business instead of investing it back. Instead of injecting the capital back into business, because a business must be helped to grow. But what do? You subtract from the business every day. You have begun today, you opened up the shop today, tomorrow you are getting money from the shop to pay rent. It's not ready to pay your rent. You are getting money from the business to pay your school fees of the children. The business is not ready to pay the school fees of your children. The business says, please put in more stock, please advertise, please buy more items, please make sure that the coffee sets, make sure that the furniture, make sure that the telephone works, please make sure that everything is working for us. The business talks to you every day, but you choose not to listen. You drink the first income that comes in, you go and boast. Someone was telling me yesterday that for him, he doesn't listen, he doesn't respect anyone, he abuses anyone, he's his own boss. And I listened to him on a certain platform, and I saw someone who is very reckless. I may be watching this. I'm telling him right now, he's very, very incompetent. He cannot make it in life. Robert Greene says in his 48 laws of power, I read when I was 23, I think. Number 1, never outshine your master. And in the business life, the business is your master. Never outshine your business. Let your business shine. Understand the difference between assets and liabilities. When you buy a Porsche car out of business money, a Porsche car is a liability. Any car can take you to your workplace, including a train if you're in Europe, including a bus. You must differentiate between what brings in money and what takes money out. You must get over the job mentality when you are your own boss. Then adopt the work mentality. I told you work and job are different. So you must get rid of the job mentality, and in enters the work mentality. Get rid of the salary mentality, and in enters the profit and reinvestment mentality. That is how we are going to start a business that wins. Remember, the first book I published is How to Start That Business. It's the book which gave me a contract with the government of Uganda. So I know how to start a business. And remember, the book came out in 2007. And I've been a business coach since then. So thank you for being very attentive for this masterclass. Of course, we're going to have a series of this. This is an introduction. Then let us have photos, just briefly to show what we have been talking about in a summary. There is no losing in a martial art. Either you win or you learn. That's how a business should be. No losing. You win or you learn. Next, Dennis, very fast, we leave this segment. You either win or you learn. Dennis, next one. So, and that's how the businesses work. In business, we go to learn or to win. Don't go with a failure mentality. Otherwise, you will not make it in the life of a business. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel. I want to encourage you to give us work related to business, monitoring your projects in Africa, following up on people who haven't paid your monies, training your workers, evaluating your projects, and of course, doing all monitoring work, doing all evaluation work for you, research and surveys, documentaries and films, websites, IT solutions. We are the company you can trust. Thank you for being part of this audience. We have enjoyed taking this journey with you. We shall continue having these very brief masterclasses. Remember, my name is Kato Mukasa of the Think Better, a Google Consultants company, and we shall be continuously giving you these free masterclasses. Simply click subscribe to our channel and see more videos. See you in the next one.